Hello, mind if we come in? It's always nice to announce that you're here. We come with a lot of respect, a lot of care and a lot of love and a lot of interest in any spirit that are here. We've come to try to communicate with you, develop some friendship, and hopefully get some communication with you. We've got Bethany with us, Geraldine's with us, and I'm Rick. We're from Black Rose Spirited. G'day all, what's happening? Alright, I'm Rick from Black Rose Spirited. The first thing I want to say here is we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, which are the Wavarung, and the, I hope I say it right, the Kiit clan, Aboriginal clan. We acknowledge their existence and we acknowledge that this is their land and we pay a lot of respect to them. We also pay a lot of respect to the spirit who are around the building here, and we'd just like to put it out there right now that we come with a lot of respect and a lot of interest in you, and we've been invited by the present owners of this premises to come and check out what's been going on here and hopefully get a little bit of communication with you all and find out why you're still here. Now, the place that we're at is the Nerrina Hotel, or Nerrina Restaurant Bar, which is in a place called Nerrina, just outside of Ballarat. It's within our 5k radius, and we've been asked by the owners to come up and have a bit of a look at the place, and they've offered us the keys and some unlimited time here. So what we plan to do is we plan to do a few sessions here to find out exactly what is going on. And one of the sessions that we do plan a little bit later on is Heather is a medium and a sensitive, an empath. I am myself too. Geraldine is that way too. We call ourselves spirit liaison officers rather than mediums, because there's a lot of things that we actually do aside from just mediumship and spirit communication. We do a lot of spiritual teaching, and we do run some classes when COVID is not on, and what we're planning to do is bring some of our class members who have exceptional abilities to this place and get their ideas, their senses as well, and sort of see what they feel and what they pick up on. And hopefully we get to communicate with a few spirit while we're here. Now today we're just here doing a bit of a preliminary, I can't say that word, investigation, just to have a look at how the place is set up, because this is the first time we've actually been here. So we'd like to thank Elizabeth, the present owner of the building, who is undertaking a lot of renovation here. And the reason that, and her husband as well, didn't think I got his name, but that doesn't matter. We'd just like to thank you both for offering us the opportunity to come and spend a bit of time here. And we will do a few sessions here because we find it very, very interesting. We've had a bit of a walk around already, and we've picked up on quite a few spirit. Now the story here is that the builders who are renovating this place had heard a lot of sounds, a lot of knockings, a lot of different things sort of happened here. And there happened to be a particular day where they walked into one of the rooms and they saw a spirit materialise. It was a male. And we think, judging from what we're being told, they sort of like shat themselves a bit. So the owner put it out there on Facebook, and Elizabeth put it out there on Facebook and sort of said, you know, is there anybody around that could probably have a look? Previous to that, she went down to a local spiritual shop and showed the people there at the local spiritual shop some photos of certain things, and the people there told them, oh, don't worry about it, there's only one spirit there and he's harmless. Well, we've been here for about 20 minutes or so now, and we've come across probably about 5 or 6 spirit. Now, before we actually came here, we drove up here to have a look at the building, and just sitting on the roadway, I noticed an old timer smoking a pipe just on the front balcony out here past these windows, and Bethany noticed 3 kids that were running around the premises, and we spotted a few faces in the windows, and that was just from the roadway. So we knew there was more than just one spirit here. And just in the last 20 minutes, the girls are off actually still wandering around, probably chatting to spirit as they do. We're very open to all of this. We don't have any fear. And mostly with spirit, there is absolutely nothing to fear. And if you open up to them and give them respect, they will come forward and communicate with you. And that's what we're hoping over a series of investigations here, that the spirit will come forward and speak to us. Already we've had a little bit of a rod interaction, and Bethany's picked up with her medium abilities and spoken to a couple of spirit there. I've felt quite a few things myself, but I'm behind the camera, so my focus is behind the camera at the moment. But I will get a chance to just extend myself and leave the camera there and just go for it, which will be great. So we just very quickly again just give a lot of respect to the spirit who are here, and if any of the spirit would like to come forward, we come with good intent. We're just curious about you, why you're here, and possibly at the end of all the sessions that we do here, if any of you are ready to cross over and rejoin family, we'd love to help you do that as well. So having said all of that, I'll turn the camera off for a bit and we'll go for a bit more of a roam around, and we might pop out a couple of little bits of gear, remembering this is only just a can't say it again, first investigation, that we're just having a bit of a look through just to get an idea of the layout of the place, because we plan to come back at night time by ourselves and with a couple of people that we've been teaching some spiritual development to, so they can test out their senses, and we should have an awesome time here. So once again, thank you, Elizabeth, and we'll get cracking and scope out the layout of this place and see what else we can find just in this short session we're doing here this afternoon. So guys, we're going to take you for a bit of a wander through this place. This is the first time we've been here. And it looks like Bethany's already spotted something.
Do you mind if I come in?
And this is obviously the kitchen area.
Do you mind if I come around back there?
It's certainly an area where you feel a lot of spirit presence.
Oh, something happened here.
So Bethany's picking up that something's happened here.
Do you mind if I come down the back?
Just going to have a bit of a wander through first before we start anything. Probably a larder or something. What's that?
There's a kid hiding in the freezer.
A kid hiding in the freezer. Well, hopefully we can coax
Hello?
the child out.
How are you? No, he's not coming out. He's scared shitless.
No, it's okay. tell you a little bit about this place shortly, or what we know of it.
I understand that someone came in and wrecked the place and we're not them. I also understand that there's been a lot of work done here and you're very confused. Ooh.
This is a large area.
There's massive EMF in here.
Well, we'll suss out where the EMF is coming from
There's a portal in here.
around this premises.
I understand that there's been a lot of workmen. And I understand that you don't like that. I full on understand where you're coming from.
Now, this place is being totally renovated. And unfortunately, in recent times, there's been a bit of vandalism
We're not here to hurt you.
from local people. It's something you don't see every day.
That's actually a common.
Whole heap of lights.
You right, Jerry? Yep.
Bit of a stage area
Watch the
here.
stairs. They're not
See if we can
happy.
get some light onto it. It's obviously for the bands that play here.
There is a lot of apprehension and anxiety and anger.
Yeah, there's a very angry one in here. Not too happy. Doesn't want
And Geraldine's picking up on
Doesn't
an
want us to
angry
go in?
spirit.
Can I talk to him?
Yep.
Hello, sir. How are you? You mean no harm, sir?
So we can hear some thumping, but I'm not sure where that's coming from.
Can I come in and have a chat? Yes, I have the baby with me. Can I come in and have a chat?
Bethany has one of the spirit dolls with her, which is usually an attractant to spirit.
Hello? Right. So did you pass away in this room?
He already told me that.
I'm thinking,
I think he hung himself in the closet.
I was either thinking that or drumming
Well, when I yelled out, "Oh shit," it was because I turned around and saw him hanging in the closet.
Oh, that's not actually a closet. That's a bathroom, I think. I'm not going down in there because it's not. There's a lot of construction stuff in there. Sir?
Yeah.
Do you want to come and talk to us? We can all see and hear you. The baby's name is Kanga. Oh, he's not happy at all.
No, it's not. Is your name Joe?
Hang on. Jerry, do you want to grab my rods out of my bag?
Yeah.
So everybody else can see what we're doing.
Do you want to use them or want me to use them?
You can use them. I've got my hands full. I've got to stop falling over and I've got three kids in my hand.
Thank you for spinning.
Yeah, I think he was under the influence, that's what I'm picking up. I understand you weren't in your right mind when you did what you did, and we don't hold any judgment, we just are here to help. Do you know how the rods work? To get a yes, you cross them, so push them together. Can you do that for me? That's it, thank you. And to give us a no, you push them out, so they're flat against each other. Can you do that? Right out. Keep going.
And the other one?
That'll do. Thank you.
Job.
Now, can you bring them back to the middle? Give him a shake. He's having trouble. Jerry, just put him down and give him a shake. Reset the energy. Can you bring him back to the middle? Okay.
Is your name Joe?
Yeah. Give him time to get it together. His energy's all over the place. Sir, did you take your own life? Yes. Were you under the influence of something that may have influenced your decision? Yeah. It's alright, we're on no judgment. We all have our vice.
Supposed to be on silent.
As usual during investigations.
Sorry, Joe.
Were you under the influence of substances? Yes. I'm feeling that. Your energy's all over the show. Were you having a good time?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Did it go from a good time to a not so good time? Yeah.
Can you tell us how old you are if we start counting?
The kid's standing in the doorway.
Alright. Are you in your 20s? No. You in your 30s? Were you in your 40s? Were you in your 50s? Were you in your 60s? So you're in your 60s.
So you're around Rick's age. God, you're ancient. Bit of a giggle. You
65? Is it 65, Joe?
Nah, 66, isn't it? You're 66, Joe?
He's not telling me.
63.
Oh,
No.
come on. Come on, Joe.
Alright, 61.
Come
no.
on, Joe.
62.
I'll tell you my age if you tell me yours.
63. 64.
No, it's 66.
65.
No.
65.
65-ish?
Now say 66.
66? Yeah.
Alright.
I'm 43. Lady doesn't tell any gentleman
I
her
think he
age.
was I think he may have been 65, almost 66.
66.
Like it was close to your birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we've got a yes there.
Close to your birthday, Joe?
Okay.
Is that why you were having a good time?
Having a party.
Well, we're going to have a little bit of a look around, but we're going to be coming back here several times. So you've got plenty of time to chat to us if you like. Would you like that? Yep. Fantastic.
Andy's just left it.
Yeah, because he's had a laugh.
Alright, no worries. We'll have a bit of a look around.
You can come and read this if you like, Joe. If you want to
Yep,
follow
you
us
can
around.
follow us around if you like.
Or you can stay here. Thanks for
Communicate
talking.
with us a bit.
Thanks for giving us your time, Joe. Appreciate it.
Oh, I just saw a shadow walking past this doorway here.
How old you are either.
So we've got another spirit that's come across. It's just walked across towards the bandstand there.
Another one down the bottom here. She just moved across there.
I'll go down and have a look.
I think she's a lady of slightly questionable reputation.
Please watch the stairs.
I'll be watching the stairs. I'm very good on the stairs.
I'm not talking about you. I'm all about Bethany and you.
Okay.
At least if he falls downstairs, we can still get home.
This is an interesting little area. Thing is, when you see spirit, go towards it, don't fear it. Because they might have some sort of a story to tell you.
Yeah, they are, and they're upset.
I do feel there is a lady down this end of the world. Okay, this is like a little bathroom area. So, like an owner's wing. Bit of a shower in here. It's used obviously as a little laundry area. Check out the chairs. Aren't they awesome? Wow. Very awesome. Little storeroom down here. Got a light on, so we've obviously got power in the premises, which is good for what we want to do. And this is
Yeah.
Stores and pump area.
Yeah, it's metallic. It's fresh.
I'd say they probably would have
Right?
had some of the beer kegs down this end of the world,
My first aid kit. My
pumped them up to the bar.
in the purple drawstring bag.
Got the Coke and lemonade, I'd say.
The purple drawstring bag next one. But in there is is
Interesting.
my, alien's head. Just grab it and stick to hold it. Yeah, hold that.
So this would have been like a front door thing to the living area.
Okay, I don't want to be in here anymore.
Hey, you go out.
You don't feel good in here.
No.
Go out. Don't walk through the middle of the room. Go out.
Why
back up the
is it
stairs.
you don't feel good?
Because there is a huge. All I can taste is that metallic-y blood taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it's a very...
There's a massive
There is
blood
a-
stain. Like I don't walk through the middle of the room.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah.
I smelled that and tasted that as I came in. It's a bit of a metallic taste, which
It's
is
horrible.
sort of a bloody sort of thing.
Where did these come from?
They're fantastic, aren't they?
They have two.
They're awesome.
They have two people attached to them. Right there.
They're very awesome.
They have two people attached to them.
That mop also wasn't there when we walked in.
Okay.
Because there was nothing there.
Hello?
That wasn't there.
Hello? How are you?
Bethany's found someone else to talk to.
Yes, I can see you. No, I'm not here to hurt you or anyone else. This is under the bar. These are the taps that lead to the bar. I think we're in the cellar.
Yeah, this is a cellar type of area. This is where they would have had the kegs, and this is where they pump up the Coke and drinks and all that sort of stuff to the bar.
Oh, who just walked behind me? Hello? Someone literally walked behind me and ran their handle on the back of my jacket. I'm not here to harm anybody.
Okay, we come with a lot of respect, a lot of curiosity about who is still here in spirit.
Oh, I understand who got down here. Hello. Oh, nothing else.
We've been invited by the owners to come and have a bit of a suss out, see who's here and who's not.
There's someone behind me coming up the stairs behind me all the time.
Yeah, you do.
It's quite interesting because you do feel the presence of a lot of spirit
There's
here.
a lot here.
So what we're planning to do is do a few sessions here and try and get a little bit of a rapport with the spirit and try and coax them to come forward. Have a bit of a chat to us, find out what their story is. This was obviously a dining function area, part of the dining and bistro area. Having a little quiet wander on my own just to see what's around here. Okay, so we've got the toilet area. This is the gents. Can hear running water. And then obviously little kitchen area here. This is part of the bar. just going to start off with a K2. We'll go and find the girls and find out what they're up to. If there's any spirit around, you're quite welcome to come forward.
You know that we're not scared of you, right?
Now you can do one of two things. You can back off, or I'm going to make you back off. And don't think I can't make you back off, because I bloody well will. Jerry, go and stand there. Here. Go and stand there. Rick. The spirit here mean no harm to anybody. You are the one causing all the grief, and I'm not going to put up with that, and I'm not scared of you. So you can stop this shenanigans right here.
So there's a
Because
Jeremy.
I'm not scared of you and you cannot scare me.
There's Jeremy, who was part of the band. And there is a young girl downstairs who's part of the band. And the Joe that we were talking to was also part of the band.
Okay.
But there is also a something that is not very nice. When Beth sat down there, that thing hanging down just started swinging.
Yeah, you can see it swinging as soon as I walked into the
Yeah,
room.
but
you
it
could
was
see it swinging.
it was really swinging.
Okay.
And
I
when
might have a walking stick, but don't think that's going to slow me down. You are not welcome here.
You can notice on the video that there's a, whatever it is hanging down,
it's a piece of metal.
it's a piece of metal.
Yep.
And it's actually swinging.
You
And
are
it
not.
wasn't swinging before when we walked into this room.
You are not.
Started
welcome
swinging
here.
when Beth sat on the edge of the stage
Oh,
to
okay.
do her shoelace up.
Yep.
Jeremy warned us that be careful of the step. It's
Deadly.
a deadly. That last step's deadly.
Okay.
And then that piece, that rod's really like a pendulum.
And the Jeremy you picked up was one of the band members
Yeah.
at one
The
point.
thing is, my shoelaces don't come undone. It came undone as I was getting off the stage.
And your shoelaces came undone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever is here
Okay.
is trying to trip me up, and I'm.
So
fighting.
somebody's trying to play with you.
Mm.
Oh, someone's trying.
It's not a
playing.
someone.
It's not playing. It means business.
Okay.
It's
This is probably the reason that we were invited here in the first place, because apparently some of the workmen got spooked out while they were working here, and they had a lot of things happen. And we just had a flash above our heads, which is interesting. There's a little bit of sound coming from at the back of the building here, but I'm not sure what that is, whether it's over the
Something just ran
back
across
fence.
there. Yeah, keep running. Off you go. We're not scared of you. The spirit here means no harm to anybody.
Actually, there is a cold sensation, which is interesting, so I'm going to go this way and find out what it's about.
You think I'm scary, you better watch out for him.
Sort of went this, yeah, got the cold sensation around here. We'll walk into this area here. Actually, I feel a very nasty person.
yeah.
That's where we were under the bar, Dom.
Yeah, this is really, really cold, this area. I'm picking up like a pretty nasty person's got a bit of a beard. And let me tell you, whoever you are, we're coming back here quite a few times, so you better get used to us being here. And I can get a vision of you, you've got a bit of a beard. You're not the same fella I saw first off out on the balcony there, you're completely different. You've got a very angry temperament. So maybe over a little bit of time you'd like to step forward and let us know why you're so angry. There's got to be a reason for it.
He doesn't like women. He doesn't like strong women.
It feels like that you're from back in the day.
You had an orb just float right above your head.
Oh, hello. Hi, Orb. Whoever you are. But it feels, okay, sensation's calming down now, but it feels like that the guy that I was sensing was from back in the day, probably before the pub was here, so he had something to do with the land, whether he was farming it. It might have been a bit of an orchardy type of area here too, but I also know that there was mining, gold mining here, and there's also a local clay. You're connected to the Catholic Church, weren't you?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, here
now,
we go.
now I'm getting you. Yep, I'm getting a cold sensation. I'm sort of just.
They always
Then
seem
you're
to have a
right.
problem with me, Geraldine.
Now the interesting story is this area here was built up on the gold mining, the Ballarat gold mining era. People would come out here to do some gold mining. They established an area in Nerrina, which is a town area here. The population here at the moment is around about the 900 mark, I think. Now, when people first started populating the area back in 1857, if my memory serves me right, they built the Catholics actually built the first church, school here. So they had a school here for about a year because in 1958 the Anglican Church of England actually took over the school. So that's a little bit of history to do with this area here. Around about 1865, the school itself blew down in a fierce storm, so I had to rebuild the school. And the school has been rebuilt several times ever since then. Now, I feel this guy is from an 1890s, 1900 era, and he's got a lot of anger issues. And he's disappeared now, but we're just hoping that he'll come forward again eventually over a little bit of time, because we will be spending some time here, and try and find out what his story is. That's Bethany's just bumped a line there, so that's swinging,
That's
but that's
me.
okay. That was you. That little bit of, let's have a look at that little bit of thing over there. Little bandstand,
Stand in the middle of the stage, Doc.
because
It's not like you'd have to move it.
it's loose,
No,
but that's swinging nowhere near as much as what it was when I first came in.
we didn't bump it.
So there's a little bit of weight to it, and a little bit of breeze could cause it to swing, but not as much as what the surgeon was.
There's a portal right in the middle of the stage. Jeremy, the guy from the band, said you need to look behind the stage. We got up there and I'm like, it's not
See,
behind.
this is where I used to be on a stage. Used to be up on a stage with the bands, so I feel quite at home. Don't have to bring the guitar, won't I, next time?
We'll all sing Kumbaya, shall we?
We can sing Kumbaya. Yeah, like I feel a residual area, the residual energy of the pub, because, you know, lots of people, music, stage type of stuff.
You can back off.
Big generations stuff, and
You can-
Bethany's picking up something again, but it's not on the stage.
You can back off. You can back right off.
lot of sawdust and chipboard material here. Sawdust.
Yeah, they had straw
Or
Insulation.
installation.
This is the old part of the pub, it was all straw insulation.
interesting shoot.
Well, they
Wonder
used
if
to
that was
put-
in the roof.
It could have been in the roof.
They used to put shoes
They did. They used to put shoes in roofs.
to protect against evil
Yeah,
energy.
to protect against evil spirit.
Well, maybe that's why we're here, because they took the shoe out of the roof. How old's the shoe?
It's not an old
Well, it's not an old one.
Oh no, it's not that old.
Probably a 70s.
1970s, 1980s maybe.
Okay, got a K2, so if there's anyone around that wants to try and communicate with us, you're quite welcome to do that as we walk around.
He's still here.
Yeah, he hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah, you can feel it,
He's still
but
here.
the energy's changed though, it's not as angry. If you'd like to come forward and touch this meter that I've got, you're quite welcome to. Just show everybody that you're around.
Can you smell that burning? Can you smell the burning, Rick?
Yeah, you can smell.
Smells like something's burning or...
It is, it's wood. Yeah, it's like a wood burning. I wonder if this place has been on fire at one stage.
That's
Because
what I was
it smells
thinking.
more than just wood. It
Yeah, it smells like something's on fire, something's burning.
Yeah. So we could be picking up some residual,
I'll have to look into that.
yeah, some residual scents from the past. I'm gonna go and get some gear out of the thing. Alright, I've got a couple of items on the stage here. One's going off already. This is a sensor pod. I'm just going to redo that one. Now, as you notice, just up here we have a light which is a directional light. Gives us about that much space so we can't walk in that area. Also have a K2 meter. So any of these devices here, if there's any spirit around, if you'd like to come forward and have a bit of a play with those things. Don't walk on it. Okay, the sensor light's just gone off, so and it's gone back on again.
It is playing.
So something's playing with that light because that does not go off unless something walks in front of it. And I've got it set on an angle
Yeah, I know. There's more than one of them.
so that where we're standing right here it won't go off. So I'm going to film that for just a little bit.
If you want our attention, come out and get it.
Why are you hiding? You're so big and scary. Why are you hiding? What are you scared of? Are you behind corners, peeking out behind the doors that you don't want to come forward? We can see you. We can hear you.
I'll let that run for a bit. The girls are having a little bit of fun with something over here.
Marco! Your turn. What, you don't want to play? You want to play with Jeanette instead? She likes to play. Just run past them. You want to play with Jeanette or do you want to play with us?
We're the safer option.
Marco! Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Fridge door's open.
Yeah, exactly. Marco!
Oh, that way.
Marco!
As you can see, okay, you go that way. As you can see, when we feel something around or see something around, it's through here. It's through there.
Marco!
We follow it.
You can play with us or you can play with Jeanette.
Something's playing hide and seek with us.
You'd rather play with Jeanette?
So basically, we're trying to show spirit around that we're here to stay for a while. So we get a nice big cold blast of air here, which is interesting. So there's no breezes.
You scared of the two girls?
Which is how you say Geraldine, afraid of us?
But if you sense spirit, follow it.
Why don't you go that way?
Which way?
And you might get some reactions.
You wanted to play with Jeanette? Jeanette is here. So let's play. Jeanette is here.
So while the girls are playing hide and seek with spirit, we'll go back to the stage area here.
Why should you not want to play now? How sad. Jeanette is terribly upset. She does not like the apple pie.
Now we have the K2 meter, we have a light meter, so when you walk in front of it, the light meter will set off just like it did there. We have a K2 meter here. If there's any spirit around, you can set up the lights. If you come close to this one, you can set the lights off here as well. And that was my head. Ouch. That was me not being careful. And this is the reason why when you go to places, oh, that really hurt. That's the reason why when you go to places, you never go to alone. Because, especially for places that are being renovated or, you know, left in ruin, you can hurt yourself and you can knock yourself out. And if you've got nobody there, you've got no help whatsoever. But that was me just being clumsy. So the girls are chasing something around at the moment. I'll just let them go ahead and do that. And we'll just settle in here for a little bit and see if we can get anything on these meters. I'll ask for a lot of respect to all the spirit here. There is a curtain that is moving at the back of the stage there. Now, I haven't actually been at the back of the stage here, so I don't know what is behind that curtain. I might go and investigate, but I could see there's movement there. Now, it could be just the wind, a little bit of breeze coming through. That light going off was me. Let's have a quick look. How interesting. So I've got a little backstage area. It's quite curious. And that was me setting off that light. So I have an S box. This is the type of spirit box, so if there's any spirit around that would like to speak to us, you can use this device. So if there's anyone around like to use this device to speak to us, please do so. And if anybody watching this video hears anything, you can leave what you hear in comments. So can you tell us your name? One. You're trying to tell us there's one spirit here. You believe there's a few more. Can you touch any of those devices? Joey. Can you yell out your name for us? Is there anything you'd like to say to us? You come with a lot of interest in whoever is here. Would like to communicate with anybody. I'd like to hear your stories. People. How many people are here? Can you tell me how many people are here? Seems that the battery on my phone is draining very, very quickly. Is somebody trying to drain that energy? Are you trying to use it yourself? Okay, I'm going to turn the spirit box off now for a minute. Is there anything you'd like to tell us before I do? Okay, thank you. Alright, well that's rather interesting. There's nothing happening up here on this stage area at the moment. But the battery in this camera has actually died very, very fast. Now I've got a separate charger which I'll plug in a minute. I've got several cameras with us anyway, so we'll always be able to video something.
We got it.
You got what?
Got it on camera.
You got what on camera?
Whatever we're chasing.
Oh, really? Did you?
Yep.
Fantastic.
We've also,
Well, we'll add that into the video.
and then
Did you get it like on
Yes,
photo or video?
photos. But Beth's taken photos here,
Yep.
and then I've come on and I've taken photos, and it's got devil with a question mark on there, written on there, and it's not in her photos,
Okay.
but it's now written on there.
Well,
I want it to come up on my photos.
Hang on, what's it come up on? I'll come through.
It says I love devil. Is that what it says?
What's
So
it
Beth stood
say?
here and
Yeah.
took some photos facing into the
Yeah.
mirror, and she's got a couple of photos with some orbs, which is what we believe we've been chasing.
There's
Right.
orbs and mist.
Then we've got this writing here, which wasn't here. It's not in Beth's photos.
Yeah.
It's not there.
And it says, I love devil,
Devil.
with a question mark.
Yeah.
And it's not there, look.
It's definitely there.
That's
Yeah.
not in her photo.
All right. Well.
And there's the orb.
Yep. Okay.
So there's
It's
no
also-
writing on hers,
Right.
because she's got the back of this.
Okay. Let's see if I can. Because that's writing on there.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
And yeah, it says, I love devil.
I don't know if we're picking it up on the
Yeah,
vid,
you can
but
see the
Look,
devil.
there's a smile, there's a circle around.
okay. Well, do you know what devil is? Hello, devil.
Yeah.
666
Whatever you
is
are.
written here. That's what you've got.
666. Oh God, this is probably from the kids.
But that's not in Beth's photo.
Okay, interesting.
Because we've only, that's what's made us look at our
Yeah.
photos, because it's come up on mine.
Okay,
And I'm like, there's writing in there. And then she's checked hers and it's not on hers. and
because
then
this
she's seen it
place,
all.
this place got broken into several times apparently, and the place got trashed, and toilets got trashed, and windows and whatever else got busted, glasses, all sorts of things. So yeah, but that's interesting, very interesting.
Did you hear that? Someone's answering.
Yeah, as you can see, up here on the doorway here, somebody's written slag.
But it's not in that photo either.
So, that's just indications of vandalism, unfortunately. This is a nice little freezer area.
Your writing would be because if you move that way, there's the drawers.
Yeah. And then
And that's
Now,
well, the writing is directly above the drawers.
did you have your light on?
Yes.
They put your torch on.
I was on the other side.
Okay, hang on, you take
We're
the
trying to recreate this picture. We're trying to do
okay,
that.
they're trying to do a recreation of the picture there, which is good. I'm going to go back through here because my camera is about to die, so I'm going to have to charge it into something. Okay, so up to now we've encountered a couple of different spirit. There's absolutely no power in this place. Just close this door up a little bit. Just going to have a bit of a wander through on my own. There's also something else here that is not quite nice. It's not human, whatever it is, and we think that it's been affecting people who have been working here or living here. It tends to do a runner when I'm around. It's been targeting or moving towards the ladies when they've been in another room. That door's locked. That's okay. So for our first little bit of investigation, it's quite an interesting little place. The ladies have felt something that wasn't too nice around. We'll get to the bottom of that before we bring a group in. And this area here, there's that back little room. I'm going to go downstairs again. We're not going to be here for too much longer, but we will be coming back. Now, this area here's got power, which is interesting. So maybe certain parts of the building got power and other parts have not. Is that all running on the one circuit? Let's probably just check this. Yeah, so they've got minimal power, so I'd say if we need to charge anything while we're here, we've got this area here, a little bit of power, which is alright. It sounds like the girls have come across something else again. So we'll go up and have another look. Got quite a bit of footage from just being here the first time. I'd say we're going to collect quite a lot of footage. We'll be here quite a few times, I'd say. And there is a shadow across here again. I'm going to go through there because it went this way. I want to find out what's going on. Just going to climb through this area a bit. I'm sort of at the back of the stage here. See if I can squeeze through.
Jeremy, let him through.
So this is, I just saw a shadow walk through the back here.
There was a huge bang out in here before. The front door's open again. We've already closed it. So I've just closed it again.
Fight with the curtain to get through. Here we go. Hey, I'm on stage.
We just had a big bang.
Okay, I was
And
downstairs then.
The front door is open again. So I closed it, it's open again.
Right.
So I closed it again.
So something's having fun opening and closing doors. So whoever you are, come on forward. We're only going to be here for a little bit longer. So you've got a chance to come and speak to us now if you wish. And I'm letting you know now that we will be here several times more. So you may as well get used to us being here, because we're very interested in finding out who is around and what your story is. We want to find out why you're here. I would also like to point out that the new owners of this place are not too sure what they're going to do with the establishment. We've got some pretty neat ideas, and we'd like you to give them your blessings. We're trying to look after the land, they're trying to look after the building, and they'd like your help to create this place a very positive place for people to come. People of the local community, people outside the community. kind of gathering place. We're also asking for the respect of the Aboriginal community, the elders here, the landowners, original landowners. Asking for their blessings for the new owners here to create something for the community. And so the door again has come open, which it shouldn't have done. So I've got a K2 meter here. I'm up this end on my own. And if there's any spirit here who'd like to come and show that you're here, you can do so by touching this. Feels very calm at the moment. I think because we've sort of emphasised our presence here and that we're not going away. Okay, so this area here has got a very calming sensation. I think once the place has been renovated, it's going to be quite an interesting place, and I think any of the spirit that are here I think you'll enjoy having people around you and, you know, like a bit of a community gathering here, a bit of fun, a bit of laughter. It's always good. As I mentioned before, the girls picked up on a bit of a negative spirit, but every time I walk into the room, it disappears pretty quick. And the girls are not afraid of it at all. They were chasing it around the place. And hopefully they've got some interesting photos, and if they do, we'll certainly publish the photos along with the vid. But this is the first, like I said, of several sessions we're going to do here at this pub, and we are going to bring some other people with different senses. We are going to use all of our paranormal equipment that we have. One particular night we're going to set it up all over the place, but this is just a bit of a look through today, just to see what we can pick up and what we can sense. Personally, I've sensed probably about 6 different spirit here. One of them's not quite nice, and I don't think it is human. It could have something to do with the land, but we'll get to the bottom of that. The nasty gentleman that I encountered first off, I don't think he's nasty at all. He's just misunderstood. He's got some anger issues. And I'm sure over a little bit of time he'll get used to us being here. He'll come forward, have a bit of a chat, tell us what his problem is, and we can do a little bit of spiritual counselling with him, and probably with him and maybe some of the other spirit too, we'd be able to eventually help to cross over if they're ready. You know, if they're not ready, they're quite welcome to stay and be a part of the community. It's quite often we find in hotels and pubs that spirit quite enjoy being around. They're not ready to cross over, and they quite enjoy being around where there's a lot of people and a lot of activity. And why not? You know, I mean, spirit are people too. You treat them with respect. That's what we do, and hopefully we get a little bit of communication over it. We're just here today showing the spirit that we are here. We don't mean any ill intent. We don't mean them any harm, and we're very curious about them and would love to chat to them and to give them a little bit of company and find out what their story is, and perhaps even help them in any way that they need some help. That's what we're about. And a big thing too is educating the public. You know, we do the spiritual guidance, we do the spiritual teaching, and we try to teach people not to be afraid of spirit, because quite often spirit like to communicate with the living, but the living don't know how to handle it. And we like to teach people how to handle it. Just be very calm. Just accept it as a normal thing, because it is a normal thing. Once we die, our spirit leaves our body. And it either crosses over or it stays on a lower astral plane, which is what is happening here. We have spirit hanging about here. Now there's still people, they still have emotions, they still have feelings. And if you can get in touch with those emotions, those feelings of the spirit, you may be able to get more of a sense of what they're about, figure out why they're here, and possibly help them. Or help them to be at peace with what is happening here, all the renovations, you know, the future plans for people that come in here and use this as a community place, as a pub, as a restaurant, whatever the owners wish to do with it. They were talking about having the grounds as a bit of a marketplace for the local community, which is fantastic. They could do the market stalls and all sorts of things on certain days. And it's all a community thing. So we wish the spirit here to realise that the owners are doing things for the community. And the door's just open and shut. Hello! You happy with that, what I've been telling? You can open up the door again if you like. In your own time, that's all good. We'll be back and forward here several times, so you're quite welcome to speak to us whenever you like.
Okay. And Davey is your little boy. And when he died, was it an accident? Did he die here at the pub?
Jeremy, did someone accidentally run over Davey? Was there a car reversing? Is it a four-wheel drive? And they didn't see him. But your band played here a lot, didn't it? You were here a lot. It's like your second home.
Is Joey, the first gentleman that I spoke to downstairs in the room next to the stage, is he part of the band? And did he...
Was he the manager? Did he book your gigs for you? He booked your gigs. He found your work.
And did Joey kill himself?
It was an accident.
Yeah.
He overdosed.
Speak up a bit.
So when Joey died, was it an accident? Did Joey drink too much? Was it drugs that Joey had? So Joey overdosed.
Did Joey overdose on ecstasy? Little pink pills with butterflies stamped on them.
Can I ask a question, Jeremy? And you don't have to answer. And I mean no disrespect. Did you all three of you die on the same night?
But there's no...
Were you and Jeremy grieving over Sharon?
You and Davey.
Were you and Davey grieving over Sharon?
That was
And you and Joey, did you and Joey die on the same night?
Little boy died earlier.
Did your son and Sharon die on the same day? Davey found his mum, didn't he? And he was trying to get away. Oh, sweetheart. We're going to try and help, Jeremy, okay? We're going to try and help.
Jeremy, can I ask you a question? Is there a dark energy here that influences the living? Is that what was playing hide and seek with us earlier? Is it here now?
Polo! Polo! I haven't moved. We're still here. It's you that hides.
Ooh. I just got called a bitch. Thank you. No, it's witch, but thank you.
Jeremy, does this thing wait until people have had too much to drink or too much of everything else, and then it strikes? And it pushes people down the stairs and off the stage? There's a secret here, isn't there?
Is the secret buried? Has this thing been at the pub a long time? It's outside the windows.
Is the secret under the floor downstairs in the cellar where the... Yeah. So there's something buried down there. Is it a someone? Is it a person? So there's a person buried down there in that room. Is that why I didn't want to walk on it? Is that the big blood stain we saw?
Energetically.
Yeah.
Just point that out.
The energetic blood stain we saw?
Can I just ask?
Jeremy, Rick wants to ask a question.
Do you know of any Aboriginal burials in the area? None? No, you don't know? Okay. Just
Are there
asking
any...
because it was Aboriginal land.
Any Aboriginal burial spots on any of the land here?
No. Okay.
Is the secret that's buried down there, is that because of this entity that's here?
Does it stem from the mining era? No. Does it stem from the late 1800s? No. Early 1900s? No. The mid 1900s? No. Alright, we'll give you...
Can I ask a question? Is it there from the 1980s?
When did the pub first get built?
Not too sure. Not too sure.
Can you turn the camera off for a minute? I need to ask a question.
Just turning the camera off for a personal question. In my ear.
Yeah, I keep hearing
Hear
that.
the words I'd like to hear.
Yeah.
Why I'm in love with you. Yeah. All right.
So So
bit of a muck around at the end of the session. Paintball Association.
2016 division.
Yeah.
Premiership Hotel.
Trophy. Beautiful. Alright, so we want to have a quick look down at the dungeon.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bow, bow, bow.
Doors on this side.
I know, but I went to walk through there for some reason.
Yeah. She went to walk through the wall.
Probably because there was a door
The
there.
door's on this side.
Yeah, but there's something. Look, I've been channeling all day, you know. Just give me a break. What have I done with the stick? Freaking hell.
Somebody
Your
left
stick.
it there.
Yeah. No. Here it is.
I don't like that hallway. I'm not walking down with it.
Yeah, I'm walking there either.
There's some
but then-
interesting areas, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't like this one either.
No, it's got
You
some
know,
lights
it's
being
good.
turned off.
Yeah, because there's no power.
Well, there is. There is. In the ladies' room.
Oh, there's power there. There you go.
That
At least we know that can be handy for night time anyway.
that came on when we
Be a
were
little
playing.
bit of
we were
power.
playing hide and seek with whatever we
So
were
we
playing.
plan to come back here at night time a few times. And
Yeah, freezing.
we can guarantee you that the energy here at night time will be completely different.
I reckon.
Oh, it's so cold.
I
I've got
know this. You
goosebumps
come,
now.
you walk into this area here, and the temperature's just
freezing.
like dropped about 5-6 degrees
Oh
or
my
more.
God. Yeah, I'll walk behind you.
I stand at the top of this, and I look at the doors. There's some kind of. You feel sick standing up here.
Hmm.
Like you're expecting something to happen, and
Yeah.
when I look down there, I see someone at the bottom of the stairs, lying at the bottom of the stairs.
Well, we said they push people. You know, Joey's saying be careful.
And I've got Jeremy.
Alright, I've got you.
And then Jeremy's trying to tell me not to fall down the stairs. Yeah, good luck with that. There's literally, I see the flash of a woman in a red dress there, laying at the bottom of the stairs.
Alright, we're just going to do a little recap of what we've picked up around here so far. So, what do you think when we come in?
There's definitely a very nasty energy that Beth and I have been trying to play Marco Polo with,
Well, Jeanette decided to play
Mm.
Marco Polo.
which we think we've got a couple of little pictures of.
We've got photos of it.
Yep, cool.
We've met the band,
Well, two members of the band and their
manager,
manager. So
Nice.
we've got Jeremy,
who I think was probably lead singer and guitarist,
and we've got Sharon, who was lady downstairs.
who probably was the groupie and tambourine player.
And we got Joe, who was in that first room.
Okay.
And that-
Well, it's interesting because, like on the spirit box, I picked up a Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the manager of
A
the
Joey
band.
Joey.
Yeah.
I got a Joey coming through on the spirit box.
Yeah.
Well, Joey was the name that I got or you got. I can't remember who got it in that room next to the stage.
Yeah.
Back on stage.
Yeah.
There's a little boy, Davey,
Who belongs to Jeremy and Sharon.
Jeremy and Shazza. They were here during the 1990s. And Jeremy's not actually his name, it's the name of the song that he gave me to give him context.
There was also an older gentleman who was out here on the balcony area with his pipe. It was the first one I'd seen before. The other gentleman over there who had the anger issues. I'm not too sure what his story is yet.
He doesn't like women, that one.
No.
Probably not.
No, he doesn't.
Mm.
And then there's the whatever it is.
The entity that is running around.
Yeah, the nasty thing. It's running
It's-
around. We'll
it's-
get to the bottom of that.
It's pushed people down the stairs, it's
Yeah.
pushed people off the stage, it's pushed them off the balcony, it's not nice.
Yeah,
Do you think that was the one that was scaring the workmen?
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, it's nasty. It bangs and it crashes and it,
Because the workmen actually saw like a male materialise, so
yeah,
you think it can materialise to a human.
yeah. I think it was human once, but it's not now, and it shifts. So, if that's what's scary, that's probably what's putting the wind up the tradies, yeah.
So we'll get to the bottom of that one eventually.
We'll
Over a
play
bit of
ball.
time.
We'll play ball.
Yeah, we'll play with them.
We'll play
Doesn't
with
like
play
Marco
ball.
Polo, maybe we play clap clap. We'll try that one
Well,
instead.
it prefers hide and seek.
It's very good at the hiding part.
Not too good at the seeking part. It's not too good at the hiding part either.
No.
Over
Did you
the-
do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Polo.
Come out, Edie.
Hello. Come in.
No.
So over the course of a few
Where's that
sessions
breeze
here,
coming
we'll be
from?
doing a lot of different experiments, and try a few different things with a few different people and just see how we go. But this was sort of like a bit of a look in to see what the place was like and see if we could pick up anything else you picked up.
There's lots of
It's
different
There's,
energies
there
here.
is, there's a lot of different energy.
They're
Yeah,
all,
a lot
they're
of
not.
different energies.
They're all a little bit. When I rocked up, they were all anxious. They don't.
And I think they're all scared of whatever this thing is
Yeah,
as well.
but
Getting
then
hold of them.
But then there's been the vandalism, and then there's been the workmen, and they're just.
They don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that needs.
Yeah, pretty confused. Yeah, that's what I get too. Like the spirit are pretty confused as to what's going on. You know, with the renovation, changing of people, changing of owners,
Yeah.
But they're changing the look of this
the
place
changing
too.
of the look of the
Yeah.
place as
That's
well.
not what they're used to.
They're not used to the changing stuff. Plus the vandals that have been coming in, obviously.
Mm.
There's evidence of all of that. And yeah, so we'll get to the bottom of a few things over a few sessions that we'll do here. So there we go. So that's the end of our first session. We hope you've enjoyed that.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
You want to go downstairs?
Marco.
Hello.
Please don't leave your